We back. We back. Big IV, Big Foe, by the people for the people. And this is the For the Real Only channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can stay tapped in as well. It's not a game, it's not a test. This is the real thing. And we in here. Man, breaking news, breaking news. Well, it probably ain't breaking news, but I'm gonna be the first one to react to this. Breaking news, breaking news. Double tap on the screen, fall through. And shout out to Pro V. Pro V the one put this out here. But I want to talk about this here. Because this confirms a lot. This confirms a lot here. We gonna run through some history. Rodney B, what's up? Y'all can see the thumbnail. He out here making threats. He out here threatening these folks. I know I told you I was gonna do a movie review on a Michael Jackson movie. I just did that probably about 30, 40 minutes ago. So if y'all want to check that out, my thoughts on that, I just did that. But we back to talk about this right here. Keith Green, what's going on? Yeah, Pro Vita one put this out last night, and authorities have been contacted, and this could possibly turn into something very serious for old Gregory. He too old to be doing this. He should know better. He should definitely know better. Y'all double tap on the screen. Fall through. Fall through. Five on the eyes. Fall through. He making threats. This is called terroristic threats too. If this proves to be true and these people pursue this, so that the authorities have been alerted. They know about it now in Greensboro. They've been alerted, and there's allegations of uh GUNSs being pulled and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And threats being made, terroristic threats. That's a serious felony. That'll get you some time. So he better hope that these people that he been threatening as of late, and he has a history of making threats, but the threats is turning up as of late. He better hope that these people that he's threatening don't pursue this and follow this up and go in there and talk to them people. Because if they do, he about to sit down. Um, unless of course he's done a serious amount of telling, but he, you know what I'm saying, and he got some more backlog telling that got to get him some time off. But this right here got the potential to be very something very serious, because it's people to it. And Crystal is in the background. If y'all want to hear the video, y'all go over check it out on Pro V page. It's an interview. He said he gonna put the whole interview out. It's a 20-minute interview with him speaking to Todd. That was with Crystal, and Crystal is in the background talking too, confirming this stuff. Chickens are still coming to roost. Crystal is confirming it too. She sure is. What's up, Robert Young? Crystal is confirming it too. So this ain't no fluke here. It's not a game. It's not a test. This is the real thing. Big IV, Big Four, by the people, for the people, for the Real Only channel. Double tap on the screen. So, okay, usually I like to see at least 10 people before I get into and start talking, and then they can just go back and watch what they need to watch. But you see the thumbnail, making threats, making threats. Gregory is making threats to these people. He has threatened Crystal and Todd, and Pro V mentioned that he threatened him in the past. Now, this is on Pro V's channel. Like I said, I'm waiting on him to post the whole conversation. But you can go over there and watch it now and hear Todd and Crystal on the phone. And there's another individual content creator that's been threatened. And he's contacted. It's a audio of him contacting Guilford County, alerting them to guns, GUNS is being pulled, and people being threatened by Gregory and all this and that. So let's get into this here. What's up, Bill Bong? Okay, so apparently, if you go check this out, right? Todd is on the phone with Pro V. He don't want it really out there because he seems to be sort of concerned. But Gregory, he just trying to talk and intimidate. I don't really think he going to truly do nothing. But he'd be a fool to call on the phone, which he did. He's allegedly doing this on the phone. This is phone thug activity. Another thing that he claimed he's so real. Like, if you real, you don't do stuff like this. So anyway, he threatened Todd, and allegedly has told Todd, um and threatened him with GUN at firearms, and told him, hey, if I find out that you talking to Pro V, I'ma send some ninjas over there to your house and you gonna disappear. He gonna pay some ninjas and send them over there, and he gonna disappear if he find out he's talking to Pro V. Because Pro V, from what he's saying, allegedly is been trying to get him locked up. So he making threats. And there's people that now, let me say this here, and this is a brief note, I'm gonna get back to this later. I've heard this twice when it comes to firearms. I've heard this and I don't know if they want to admit it, but I've heard this when it comes to VC, and I've heard this same thing when it comes to Robbie Rob. Now, so this is what so he allegedly threatened him, and then Todd said he also told him on the phone that he's gonna SLAP. I don't know how YouTube be playing, but he's gonna slap the the ish out of Crystal too, because they've been speaking out and talking. So these people are in fear. So this ain't the first thing. And then Todd also tells now Crystal in the background, co-signing all this over on Pro V channel. Pro V did this last night. Crystal over there co-signing all this. Y'all double tap on the screen. 26 on the eyes, double tap on the screen, please. She over here co-signing all this. Now Marley wasn't lying after all. Remember I posted the short of Marley saying that he got people signing contracts. Marley was saying that, and then next thing you know, Marley get attacked. I still think he had a hand in that, but that's my personal thoughts. That's my personal thoughts. So they say that he had Dean, rest in peace Hollywood, KD, and Mike sign contracts that they can't talk about nothing. He is so of limited intelligence that he don't know, bro. When it comes to criminal activity, that's null and void. So what you don't want them to talk about, the possibility that you are allegedly exchanging D-rugs for these videos, you don't want them to talk about that, or you allegedly selling D-rugs, you don't want them, that don't count. That you are frolicking with these rock monster street walking ladies of the night, you don't want that talk. That's criminal activity. That don't count, no NDA, no non-disclosure. So you out of your mind anyway to even do that. You are wasting your time. You too old to make these kind of dumb, stupid decisions. You feel what I'm saying? So allegedly Dean, KD, and Mike have signed them agreements. Marley said the same thing. So this has come back. So this ain't just nothing that's being made up on him. Ain't nobody lying on him and hating on him. He did it. But why he threatening Crystal? You stepping in dangerous territory now. You know what I'm saying? Talking about slapping Crystal. And you know why. And you living in a good old boy state down in North Carolina, your black ass, and you know how that goes. Just the fact of y'all differences in color, you pushing it majorly now, saying you're gonna do something like that. Now, if these people follow this up, that's what you call terroristic threats. If these people walk in them offices, you better start spending some money. You claim you got some money. If them people walk up in that sheriff's office or that police station and say, this man threatening us, he done flash firearms, threatening to use firearms, threatening to send groups of men and people going to disappear, and they go ahead and co-sign that, that's enough right there to bring you up on charges. You lining this up like this is some type of RICO, like you an organization that's using force and threats to coerce a certain outcome out of these people. But hold on, oh, my bad. Let me make sure I'm keeping up the comments at the same time. Yeah, he is a felon. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he making threats to these people, Teresa. Pro V played it last night. You know what I'm saying? Pro V played it last night. He said he gonna put the full interview with Todd and Crystal up. He said he probably gonna post it. I guess maybe he'll post it today, tomorrow. But you can go hear an excerpt from it and hear what I'm saying here now. But it's a longer live, so you're gonna have to sift through it and find it. But the man said that he told him, for those of y'all that's just coming in, if I find out a pawn threatening with a firearm, yeah, if I find out that you been talking to Pro V, that he been trying to get me locked up. If I find out you've been talking to Pro V, I'm gonna pay some ninjas to come to your house and you gonna disappear. And I'm gonna slap the ish out of Crystal too. Now, there's also, for those of y'all just coming in, another guy. This is all audio. This ain't no him just saying it. It's audio of a man on there contacting Guilford County and telling them, hey, this is going on. So that may not be enough for them to come right there, but it's on their radar now. They know. And they know. Isn't Crystal a big liar though? I don't know. I haven't seen much from her that would tell me she's a liar. Now, like I said, I've heard behind the scenes that there's been similar threats on VC and Robbie Rob. I've heard that for a fact. I don't expect them to say it or confirm it, but I know that I heard that behind the scenes. That never made it to YouTube. But I'm saying it now. So, and I'm saying it because all this stuff is coming full. I'm like, okay, I heard that. Now you got somebody in the flesh saying it and confirming it. Hey, this is what he did. I'm like, bro, why are you around here threatening these addicts, bro? Marley really thought he cared about her, but was quick selling that fight video. Yeah, he wanted to humiliate Marley. If Marley wanted to, Marley can get him in so much that bruh, bruh. If they are yelling truth, that's what's been said. He had them signing it so he can say and treat those people any kind of way he wants to. Yeah, exactly. Greg threatened Todd and Crystal, and this ain't his first threat he made. He been threatening. You know what I'm saying? I still am interested in no, cause Beretta out of jail and she still ain't did no videos with him. Last time we seen Beretta, she was with Marley. I don't know what's going on with that. He might go find her since he listening and he gonna hear this. Double tap on the screen. 41 on the eyes, only 14 likes. Double tap on the screen, please. Show love. But anyway, what's up, Tanya? So yeah, it's on there. It's on there. So it's on their radar now. So they can't say they don't know about it and they gotta take it seriously. Now, how dumb can you be at 50 years old? How dumb can you be? That's terroristic threats. All that stands into you getting brought up on charges right now is if them people actually go down to that police station, you better try to get to them and talk to them. Here go, couple dollar. You better try to get to them. If they walk in that office, you through dealing out here. It's they word against yours, and you with the priors that you got and the charges that you got, and having done time and just recently getting up out of some trouble by way of telling, you know what I'm saying? Your credibility is shot. Yeah, Crystal on the channel. Crystal while he talking to top, Crystal in the background chiming in. Chickens coming to roost. Like I said, another one. Another more of them speaking out against you. Everybody speaking out against you. And I think we play some role in that. Us on here that's covering this, we play some role in it. We play a little bit of role in it. I think they finally getting the heart to speak out. Like, so people see it. Shout out, Jenny. Misunderstood. What's going on? Yeah, he definitely doing too much. I'm like, bro, you doing all this stuff. All this stuff is you're doing, and you getting mad at it. You getting mad because people talk. Stop doing what you doing. Stop doing stuff that's giving people stuff to talk about if you don't like it. Learn how to edit too. That's what you really need to do. You need to start editing better. Oh yeah, let him be mad. Let him be mad. But that's phone, bro. That's phone thug activity. Why you thugging on the phone making cell phone threats, bro? These people ain't lying on you. This ain't the first time I heard this. I just never said it because I've been heard it, but I never said it because I don't want to be saying something that I don't know for a fact is the truth. But when a whole separate situation with all separate other people that's been on your channel is saying that you did this, and then I got info that you might have done this with these couple people over here, then it all adds up. It ties in. This is what you do. You threaten these people with GUNSs because to keep them, and then this non-disclosure thing that just came back full circle. So Marley wasn't lying. Berwin, hello, how you doing? Rodney B. I don't know. I ain't hear nothing about Robbie Rob. I ain't hear that about him getting being attacked. Napoleon. Bell Masters Football. How you doing? Ball Masters Football. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah. Yeah. Threatening them. Hey man, you better stop threatening these people on this internet, bro. You better stop threatening these them people on that channel, bro. That's crazy. Yep, it's right on there. It's the audio of it. It ain't no speculation around it. You know what I'm saying? You better hope you ain't made none of because none of them scared enough to actually Todd or Crystal. Boy, you better watch what you doing. You better watch what you doing. You don't realize you're back up against the wall. You the biggest threat is to your freedom and well-being. You know what I'm saying? See, you don't understand. Sometimes, man, you gotta know what battles to fight. You gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. This ain't nothing for you to try to fight or go at or be mad about, bro. You need to chill. You need to chill with what you doing and how you doing it. You need to fall back. They'll pin a Rico on you behind stuff like this. This is starting to look like you got an organization and a network of people, and D Rugs is involved, and violence and threats, and this is how they line up them type of charges on people. Surely he made a stack by now. Time to sit down. Beretta has done one since she's been out of jail, but it's been a while. Ain't seen her back on there. But she was on there. She gained weight and everything. She talking about her baby and where it was. Oh nah, but Beretta, you must be talking about that old video. Beretta ain't putting that out recently because Beretta, he said Beretta cut her hair off and got tats in her face. Now appreciate that for Tanya. Yeah, if anybody want to support the channel, Cash App $ JBARNS. Appreciate you for being here more than anything. Um, I heard a video. Naya said it before also. Naya said what? Berwin. I know they took Jenny. I know they telling the truth because what I know prior to this that I didn't say that I mentioned earlier. Why this is two totally different people said that's unrelated to the other two that don't be around the other two or don't know the other two. That's how I know it's the truth. It's the exact same thing he did in that case. Yep, it's their word against his. But I tell you one thing: if they walk in that office, he getting charged. Ivy the real only at gmail.com. Same way it's spelled here, just all lowercase. Not with the THE though. It's IVDA instead of THE. Yep. Well, whatever it is, he in trouble. He in trouble if he is doing it. But at this point, like I said, he got less credibility than they got. And like I said, him being a black man in the South and making threats on them white folks, I tell you one thing, yeah, yeah, man, man, North Carolina, man, you think they won't charge him? That's terroristic threats. That's all. That's all they need is people willing to say it. Jackie Williams, how you doing? Jailhouse mentality. Yeah, he capping anyway, man. Just the simple fact that he jumped on the phone, man. He ain't about to do nothing to nobody. He ain't about to do nothing to nobody. But he just trying to intimidate and scare somebody. Jailhouse man. King Hazy. What's up, man? Long time. But yeah, hey, they on there. They on there though. It's on there. It ain't just nobody. It ain't just one thing. Like I said, dude, people might not like dude, and they say what they say about him, but he be having receipts. These they on there saying it. They saying it. You know what I'm saying? And Crystal got history and know him. You know what I'm saying? Todd, the one that don't hardly know him. Um, Todd, the one that don't hardly know him. You know what I'm saying? Uh, um, um, if he lying, why she gonna sit there and let it be said? You know what I'm saying? Contract. Yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They said that too. Yeah. KD, Mike, Hollywood signed contracts. He had them sign papers. So Marley was telling the truth about that. All right. Yeah, now that's conspiracy. I'm not getting into conspiracy or what might be good. Yeah, that's why I didn't mention that I had heard that when it came to Robbie Rob and VC because I didn't have proof of it. But to see these totally two people saying it, that it all lines up. I ain't gonna get into what if he might be bribing. That's conspiracy. And if ever when I see that, then I'll say it. Yeah, I deal with facts over here. Napoleon, thank you for the cash app. Yep, I deal with facts over here. I ain't. Oh, how you doing? Life of Grandma. Y'all go check out Life of Grandma, Miss Tracy. Yeah, man, you better stop. You better stop threatening. You better stop threatening these people, man. I'm telling you, bro. You better stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? People don't realize, man, that man. Look, if somebody want to pursue it, that's a major charge right there. That's a major charge. That'll sit you down, especially with your priors. The contract ball masters is for non-disclosure. He don't want them talking about and trust me, if you ain't non-disclosures is strictly for shady dealings, sketchy dealings. You ain't trying to have nobody sign no non-disclosure if everything is on the up. But what he don't know, obviously, is that don't apply to criminal activity. If you doing stuff like that, bro, that don't apply to that. You can't give a NDA for that. That don't hold up in no court. They ain't gonna care about that. Susan Carrillo, how you doing? Um, I don't know if he make everybody sign them, but that seems to be in the past couple months. Ball Masters football. This is for the past two and a half months or so. He's been getting exposed. He's been getting exposed before that, but the heat has definitely turned up on him. So he's been exposed for a lot of activities allegedly. Trading D rugs for interviews, selling it or whatever. You know, paying for intimate encounters with streetwalkers, birthing children with them, and not taking care of the children, showing the children the proper love or whatever. What else has he done? And this threatening thing here, these threats now. You know what I'm saying? This has been all attached to his name. So lately, this just hit. This just hit because one of the girls on his channel was on VC Live and said he's having people sign contracts. So he clearly must have tried to get her to sign it or tried to get VC to sign it, and or she could have heard it from him. He all of a sudden, for some reason, ain't been interviewing VC neither lately. So maybe he ain't interviewing whoever won't sign the contracts. But they crazy anyway if they sign. But see, they addicts. They'll go for a lot of anything. And he crazy. They crazy anyway to sign a contract for a $30 video. I'm like, man, I ain't doing all that just for no $30. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's scared. That part, Grandma, hit the like button. He's scared. I'm good, Susan. Alan Hill, how you doing? You have to notarize them contracts. Yeah, it don't matter though, but for what he trying to protect and silence them and get them not to speak on, it don't matter. That's null and void. He can have them sign 1,000 of them. It don't mean nothing. It won't. They can walk in and still tell their story. That don't hold up. You think that if that's the case, you think that's the case, every D-rug dealer in history would have all their customers sign. Hey man, hey, I'm about to sell. Hey, I got these 10 BRICKS, man. Here, sign this. You can't say nothing about it. Tell you, come on now. You think the law would allow something like that? That does not fly. He wasting his time. He wasting his time. Pro V armed her in a sense by being very demanding and verbally forceful with her. I just don't buy it. Ain't the smartest, but he can't be done. JVR go toward equipment interview trivia and rap. Word, word, word. Doing good over here. How about you? I'm doing good. Same old, same old. I can't believe he had been behaving like this. Yeah, he been doing this. He been doing this. He been threatening them. This is one of the reasons why I be on his head. Cause he like to target people that's weaker than him. He look at them, he look down on them and he feel like they weak and they weaker than him. So he feel like him having some street history, he can carry it like that with him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna do that to nobody who he feel like is gonna be some opposition. You know what I'm saying? And knock his head off. Damn sure better not never say nothing to me if I run into him. I'll be down there soon. I'm about to do some traveling my own damn self. What up, Dred? Yeah, I don't know why, man. They sitting in here in a major way, not hitting that like button. Yeah. Show love. Let me at least get 45. You know what I'm saying? Double tap on the screen. Yep. So I'm just doing this is my reaction to what I saw on Pro V channel. Yeah, those are just coming in. He making threats. He said he gonna slap the ish out of Crystal. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's what he gonna do. He going bad on everybody. Ocham pointed it out in my chat. You see how they I guess they out of that trailer. They might be out of that trailer. He might come with an old video. He probably got an old video in the stash that he might throw out there just to try to trick everybody. But they might be out of that trailer because he ain't covering them all of a sudden. He ain't covering all this week. He been stretching the hell out that Nachi Ice OD situation every day. They will sign it through desperation. Yeah, but it ain't gonna work. Trust me, it don't work. I wish I would sign a contract to be on a YouTube video that's making you money and you giving me $30. Oh, man, I wish if I was, ain't nothing never had no power over me. Like I'll be like, man, I ain't doing all that to be on no YouTube channel, bro. Just go ahead and give me the money and let's do this video. You say 8 minutes, come on. We ain't about to get into all that. Like you NBC, like you some type of big major media outlet. Man, this is a YouTube channel. And that ain't gonna work anyway. Yeah, Dr. Zayas, he sure is. Bama. He never seems to impress me with how little he knows about stuff. Like, bro, you really don't have a clue if you think that'll work. If you in your mind feel like that's gonna work, you don't got a clue about how nothing go. You way in over your head. You way in over your head. You in over your head just thinking you was gonna come on YouTube and do all the stuff you do, and that nobody was gonna say nothing about it, and really expect nobody not to say nothing about it, and then then gonna claim somebody hating. I'm so saying nobody hating on you, nah, bro. You ain't about to guilt trip us out of pointing out how you moving. You ain't about to guilt trip us to get us off your neck. You know what I'm saying? So what? Yeah, I don't care what you want to call it. You can call it what you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? They move. Everybody moving how they moving. Too bad. What you gonna do about it? Right, Susan. Right, Susan. Nobody asked nobody for an NDA unless it's something they want to keep in the dark. That's simple as that. If you can't stand what you into, stand to do whatever, then don't do it. That's it. See, and this is why I guarantee you, Marcus ain't having nobody sign no. He ain't got it too, cause everything he doing out in the open. He ain't trying to be secretive. That's why I will keep saying I can at least respect that about him, that he out in the front, out in the open. He ain't trying to hide nothing. He ain't trying to pretend. I don't agree with some of the stuff he do, but at least he ain't hiding it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Right, ball man. Yeah, when he fell out with VC, but he went over there. He threatened him. He threatened him. Certain people know. That behind the scenes. See, I ain't saying that. I heard that little bird. I heard it about Rob too. Robbie Rob. I heard that, but I didn't go say nothing because it was no confirmation about it. You know what I'm saying? But now when I hear this right here, when I hear what this dude said, I said, oh, that's the same thing he did with them. So I'm like, okay, they don't know him. They don't know VC and them. They don't be around them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, it got to be some truth to that. It ain't just one person saying this. For Tanya, that's funny, right? If you don't like, Big IV, you know what I'm saying, and you got a problem with me, and you feel like I'm hating, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Knowing these, knowing these, mother, they probably my likes shoot up to in the thousands. Yeah, they ain't bold enough to show that though. Appreciate that, Jackie. Sean Odom, what's going on? He making threats, Sean Odom. He out here making threats, terroristic threats. Greg about to play around. He you know what I'm saying? He about to have to go sit down. 50 years old. You better, man. You better, boy. No, my mind, no, my mind ain't guilty, but I'm not about to pretend. I'm not about to see you be over there on this channel. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all over there, especially y'all females, be on this internet lonely, and I guess y'all like the way he look, so y'all be trying to pretend and act naive and stupid. Anybody with common sense, can put two and two together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you mean to tell me if one person that you know say, "Hey, man, that person over there, they uh, I think they target kids, they perverts," and then a whole nother person from in a whole other spot don't know this person say, "Hey, man, doesn't that seem uh highly? That's a big coincidence, don't you think?" You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't tell the same story in life or feel. You know what I'm saying? That it's some truth to that. You know what I'm saying? Now, and in this particular situation, like, okay, I mentioned two people. Now you got Todd saying this and Crystal, that's four. And then you got this guy that's calling the police, calling Guilford County, talking to the people in Guilford County. It's over there. It's over there. So then your thing did, Jitty, is you turn around and say, oh, Pro V could be bribing them to say that. Okay, you just gonna go to the just to the you jumped into the conspiracy. You threw on a tin hat. He could be bribing them. Nah, he ain't, man. He ain't got a bribe. It's enough dirt on him. You ain't got to put nothing on him or blame nothing on him. Now let's be realistic here. You know what I'm saying? Let's use logic and common sense and let's talk with sense. Nope, this is not another real right uncut troll page. This page got interviews with rappers. It got a podcast on it. It got cartoons on it. It got all kind of stuff on it. You know what I'm saying? This just what we doing now. You don't like it? Exit. Y'all about to start coming in here playing too. Don't make me come out of retirement. It's not a pretty sight. Yeah, I don't ride no cocktail. I don't kiss no ass. I tell it how it is, simply. And it's gonna be like that forever. If you ain't of that caliber and you don't like that, then get up off here. What does he want to slap Crystal? I don't know. It could be something that happened behind the scenes, but Todd said his threat to Todd was, if I find out you talking to Pro V again, I'm gonna send some people over there to your house and you gonna disappear. So maybe it could be grouped in with that. It could be based off of that, or it could be for something else that happened behind the scenes. But Todd says it, and Crystal is on it. He on the phone with Todd and Crystal. Yeah, we talk about everything. I just did a movie review an hour ago. I was live. Appreciate everybody tapped in on that. So no, this ain't no real writer cut troll channel. You know what I'm saying? Hell, ask Nick Nick, is the ambulance the same as 911? Yeah, he on that video with Najee and them talking about, I ain't never called 911 in my life. Okay, I don't know that. I can't confirm that, but I know you work with him. The paperwork show that. The paperwork out there. That is evil. Why does it be all these comparisons every time? I guess because they both got it. Well, Marcus channel, I can't even say it is an addiction channel. It might be some people on there with addictions, but he don't claim he, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know why. I guess because they both black. When one come up, the other one coming up. You know what I'm saying? Marcus is doing his out the open. He ain't threatening nobody. It would have to be notarized. If not, don't count in court of law spirit. I know contract law. For Tanya. Way over his head in the sense that he has people that watch his channel or critique his channel and they are in recovery specialists. One thing he is not. Yeah, ain't nobody, and that's another thing. This is YouTube. Everybody is just by you coming in here saying that, trying to troll in here and talk crazy. That's a criticism of what you think this channel is, or what you see on this channel, or what you interpret it to be. That's the same thing we doing. Just because you just made a simple comment, don't change what it is. You just ain't no content creator. I'm a content creator, so I'll make a live about it, or I'll make a long form, or I'll make a short poking fun at it. You not being a content creator, you just gonna leave a comment. But I'm gonna leave a comment in somebody else live. So it's all the same thing. It's all a criticism, all in the same. But oh well. What's up, Chris Cuthbert, 2895? Salute. Appreciate you coming by. I don't care for Pro V. Yeah, a lot of people say that. You know what I'm saying? What you miss? Gregory making threats to the interviewees. Um, um, anytime he don't get his way or he don't like what they do, or in his mind when they betray him. So betrayal of him is anything, any disapproval of anything he does or the way he treats them, any interviews with other people or other content creators, so they can make money for themselves instead of just having to depend on him for money. Any type of dealings or talking to Pro V, and it's a number of things. Any talking about any dirt he do or whatever. So allegedly he's gonna send men to Todd's house if he find out he talked to Pro V again, which this video out now. So we gonna call his bluff on that. He said he gonna send people over there and he'll disappear. And he said he's gonna slap Crystal. Um and he threatened Todd with a firearm as well. And yeah. So and then somebody on there notifying, calling Guilford County and letting them know about what's been going on with these threats. Yeah, the only thing now, if somebody's stealing your content, they stealing your content, but they still got to react to your content. You know what I'm saying? They still got a right to do that. But you know, if they, you know, but you like we say, common sense. They can only talk about what they can't talk about what you're not doing. So none of the stuff that's being said about him on his internet can be said if he wasn't doing it and showing it to the people. You broadcasting this out here. Change what you broadcasting. Make your channel be about what you allege it's about. Make the mission be what you allege the mission is, which is to help people get clean and get off D rugs and chronicle their life and their journey and the high points instead of seeing them ODing and waiting 10 minutes to call the ambulance when you should have called them when you first got there. But they would have tied you up on the phone and you wouldn't have been able to record. Get two phones or get a camera in the phone, and that way you could have at least killed two birds in one stone. But you shouldn't sit there and see somebody in a bad way and film them for 10 minutes just to get a video. Najee was damn near about to want. She was so high she almost walked off in the street and got hit by a car. They was blowing horns, and you sat there for minutes recording that before you got out. Different face on each side of their head. Facts, facts. So that's what happened. I'll keep saying it though, because I know people gonna come in here at different times. It's sad. He says the channel is an addition channel where it seems as though he is helping them while he is giving for interview. That's nasty work. Right. Uh Anything is possible. But we don't know that he bribing nobody. He hasn't classically had to bribe anybody, and all, and we have no evidence of that. But we have seen sketchy handoffs on the videos. He won't edit it out. We have seen other people alleging that other people is doing stuff and he not even editing it out. You know what I'm saying? We've seen what we see. We got the people themselves. So was what was her name? What's the first girl that came on Pro V channel that spoke out against him? The Spanish one. Um, was she lying? Was Stephanie lying too? So now we got Todd and Crystal, they lying. You know what I'm saying? Was Marley lying too? So everybody just lying, or it's one big conspiracy against him. He ain't that important. I don't know if you think he that important, but he ain't that important. I don't think so. Like I said, I don't know. From what I understand, him and Pro V might have had some dealings and that or whatever, and they fell out. Just like I was a bod over there and everything, and he moved how he moved with me. You know what I'm saying? And he moved funny with Fatanya and several people on there. You know what I'm saying? And he moved Fatanya right here. He moved funny with Fatanya. He was mad at Fatanya because Fatanya wanted to help some of the people on the channel, and he wanted the money to come to him, and he blocked for Tanya because she helped. She went around them and got in contact with the people and helped them. So your goal ain't to help them if you gonna try to block the help and block the person, the people that's helping. Yeah, but hey, ain't nobody doing that raw. They can watch the channel and contribute to your views and all that stuff. That I guess they're entitled to have an opinion on it, and they're entitled, if they content creators, they're entitled to react to it, and everything else. You know, that's just a part of the game. You can't get mad about that. Love them cartoons, brother. Appreciate that, Alan Hill. Yeah, but a lot of this stuff though, for some, a lot of it be people be mad at other people. So you know what I'm saying? Like I can't sit here and act like the man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit here and say the man bribing people. I don't know what what the fallout point or the particulars on him falling out with Ghost, but he keep producing receipts on them. No, whatever the reason is for it is it really don't matter. But what he's saying, he backing it up with receipts. That paperwork is real. That man is a stool pigeon. It said on the paperwork. He went on the site. And for anybody that might have said, because there was a couple people trying to say, oh, in the beginning, it's probably not real. Oh, Pro V beat such and such and such. That man went on the site and found it on the camera and let everybody see him go on the internet and find you. You told, bro. You told that's you did. That's what you did. You know what I'm saying? So he keep coming with receipts. Yeah, like he out here paying everybody, bribing with what? Like he out here paying everybody, like, oh, just come on here and say this about it. Man. He could have been sued Pro V. You can't say that would be defamation. But you can't sue nobody for defamation unless you could prove that that's not what you're doing. Why we getting threatened by you? So you're just like ghosts and can't handle pushback. Who getting threatened? Who threatened who? I ain't threatened nobody. I just said don't come on here talking about troll. A troll is people who purposely go at other people. You know what I'm saying? Just cause this is a reaction. A reaction ain't a troll. Now it is some trolls that do reactions. I know some. I know some trolls. I ain't no troll at all. Now, now I am gonna poke fun at the situation. I do like the joke. That's why you see cartoons and they funny. I got a sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? So that's just content. I'm just he content. He content. He content. He made himself content. You know, and I ain't against nobody having an opinion as long as you talking sense. But don't let's not go as far as to start conspiracy theories because the whatever is out there ain't in favor of who you wanna because you don't like Pro V, who you wanna and I guess you like Ghost, so it's like it's automatically you opposed to what he's saying. You didn't see that paperwork. You didn't hear them people that deal with him, that know him personally, that he interviews. You didn't hear them say the stuff they said. Now, what I don't want is playing crazy. Don't play crazy. Talk with some sense and go with what you see in front of you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ain't nobody try to. He said, "Pro, try to put him in. You try to put your own self in jail." You put your own self in the jail. You control what we see on this internet, Gregory. You in here right now because you watch me. You in here right now. You control what we see on this internet. Ain't nobody trying to put. So thus, since you control what we see coming off your channel, we can't. Nobody pro. I ain't gonna say Pro V can't put you in jail. He can't. You can only put yourself in jail. The ball is in your court. You're in control. You're in control. Stupidity and greed will be your undoing and your fall unless you do some more telling, of course. Yep, they could be, but we ain't gonna acknowledge it until we see proof of it. Grammy Obama, they could be trying to bribe, blackmail them, but we can't. I can't talk about it until I see some evidence that it may be that. Then I will be on here just the same saying it. Marcus is going through a midlife crisis. Nobody like goes trees to talk to them, and these people are addicts, not always truthful. Yeah, yeah, that's that. That's definitely right. But everybody can't have the same experience, so that has to definitely be taken into account. At least everybody can't have the same experience with you. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got one yet, and if I say this, it might be one, but we ain't got one interview yet to come up here and say, "Man, that ain't how he is, and that ain't he ain't doing that," and da 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 da. Ain't nobody spoke up yet saying the opposite. And even if they were, I'm still going off the facts and the evidence of what I'm seeing. I ain't crazy. My mind don't play no tricks on me. This is not the Ghetto Boys channel. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm looking at. You read that too, Chris. Yeah, yeah, addicts do lie, and sometimes they be off that Coca Cola. They just be talking, saying anything, but they ain't always lying. Nobody always lying. Nobody always telling the truth. You don't be wired to think that be dismissive of them just because they getting high. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Because Gregory himself do a lot of lying. A lot of lying. He been telling us he did all these years in jail. And he lying about that. Clear. The timeline don't even add up. Sean Odom, he made threats. He you got Todd and Crystal um did an interview on Pro V over the phone, and Todd said that Ghost made threats about firearms, and said that if he find out he talking to Pro V, he gonna send some people over there, and he gonna disappear. And he threatened to slap Crystal. In the past, he threatened a couple other people behind the scenes with firearms. So me hearing that, I'm like, okay, that matches up to what I heard probably a couple years ago, or almost a couple years ago. Um, you know, and then somebody called the cops and alerted them. They recorded, they called to the Guilford County to tell them, hey, this guy here, this his name, and this what he doing, and he threatened somebody I know. They called from out of state, and I believe they said somebody that they said they was a content creator too. Crystal Mouth ain't hardly no prayer book. I wanted to smash go, now she being a turncoat like she always been. I think he wanted to smash her too. He might have smashed her, knowing him. Just try. Oh, listen, listen. How many of them on there that ain't exhibited some trifling behavior? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these people ain't just jumped up and did this stuff for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and it's a lot of people. It's people who be on here that be all in this little sector right here that's from Greensboro or in Greensboro or be in, and they know the same stuff. It's just whether or not they gonna come out and say it. You know what I'm saying? No, he ain't nobody gonna say, ain't nobody say he's a complete monster. They just calling what they see. Again, they are reacting and their opinions are being formed off of what he's putting on display. I don't care what nobody think about me really, but the point is, um, people are gonna form opinions off of what you putting on display. So if you always angry, a motherfucker, somebody gonna say, "Oh, you old angry, green, bitter." Well, you know what I'm saying? They forming that off of what you putting on display. So don't blame nobody for forming an opinion or especially not no content creator for reacting. Blame him for putting it on display. Shay, yeah. Oh, I know. I must be. Wait, let me see. Yeah, Shay was the first one. Making enemies, and that's what I'm saying. Making enemies out of the people he interviewed, and then the wrong people for him to make enemies out of. He better stop stepping on them people toes. With what you involved in, you can't afford to piss off none of them people in no way, shape, or form. You need to just chill. Somebody said, Marcus. I don't know if it's true, so I will say allegedly that he threw a shot at Ghost. But I've told y'all on a few occasions that Ghost had thrown shots at him. You know what I'm saying? I watch Ghost more than I watch Marcus. I just don't be too interested in the people that be on Marcus channel. Like I'm so tired of feisty in general. That just got me watching less and less because I'm just tired of being exposed to feisty. Yeah, I'm glad they wising up. Yeah, a lot of them people getting their own channel, and I think we responsible for it. I think we they get encouraged from seeing us speak out against it, and they hear and they find they snap like yeah, and they're like yeah, like why is we putting up with them? We can get our own shit. That's what they supposed to do. If you on here being profiled and put out here in a public way on the internet, this man got damn near 100,000 subs, many of which probably ain't even real, but it's still a lot of people nonetheless, and it's going all over the country. Anybody with sense would go ahead and just take that and run with it and go ahead and start your own channel and parlay it into your own success. You know, you got it. It's called exposure. You've been exposed and capitalize off the exposure. Everybody got some demons. I do worry about G retaliating toward them. I don't think he gonna really retaliate. So I think he just trying to scare him. Outright say Ghost is guilty of everything thrown at him. Okay, okay. What have I talked about on here? I primarily spoke out against that him being a stool pigeon. That's probably what I have attacked him on the most. We saw the paperwork. Now you saying I outright say he guilty of everything. We saw the paperwork. Guilty, slam the mallet. I also talked out about how he treat people and how he talked to them. We see that all the time. Guilty, slam the mallet. These women getting on there saying he has tried to engage with them intimately. They saying that. They saying that. Why would they have to lie about that anyway? What would be the harm in that? Okay, he's a male and he tried to have an intimate encounter with a female. Okay, but they saying it. I don't think they would lie about that. Slam the mallet though, because the daughter that you don't see is indeed from an addict prostitute. He ain't said nothing about it. He ain't gonna say nothing about it because he know that's the truth. That's a fact. That ain't no. That's a fact. See, your thing is that you don't know nobody. Everything I say ain't just based off me watching this content. A lot of these people reacting is based off of them just watching the content. But I have come to meet other people on the internet, and certain people have people's numbers, and I happen to know a little bit more in depth than you would or the average person on here. Trust me. It's stuff you don't know that I can say on here, but I ain't gonna say it. But I've heard it. So when something matches up to that, I'm like, oh, that came across my desk before. So I ain't talk. I'm again talking about what I see proof of. So I'm not gonna say he guilty of everything that they say about him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm a realist. Hmm. Ask him about cuz who really no hate here, just don't understand what's up. What you don't um see? I'm way behind. I probably already was. As long as he had addicts to interview, he will always have content. So helping them could be a conflict of interest because why would you have an issue with them getting help? Yeah, can't sue if it's the truth. Throw money on Todd. Right, 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 right. If you want to help, you ain't got no. Or like I said, that he did that to Fatanya. He got an issue where he like to try to control. He like to try to control stuff. No, no. I ain't say I was gonna boot nobody, but calling someone a troll is an insult, and that's who I said. Uh, Watch what he say when he come in here, because he was talking about a troll. You another troll channel. So, and I ain't even threatened to boot him. I don't really block nobody as long as you ain't in here insulting, throwing no insults, and talking about certain groups of people using racial slurs and certain type of stuff like that. I don't tolerate. But yeah, you definitely ain't gonna come in here and call me anything. You know what I'm saying? And if you gonna come on here and say you don't agree, you don't agree. That's fine, Jenny. But I ain't threatening to boot him. I said just watch him out, cause I will. Yeah. Go back and watch some of my old lives. I'm not the one to have a war of words with. Who don't like Ghost? I don't know him and not like him. I don't like how he move. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know him to not like him. Yeah. I don't know him to not like him. I don't like how he operate. From what I see, would he be someone that I would hang around? Nope. Would he be someone that I would befriend? Nope. You know what I'm saying? Just on account of some of the stuff he into. I don't agree with hanging around stool pigeons because some people don't play that. So being around him alone is a risky affair, because you never know. Somebody he might have did some work on may ride by and say, "Oh, there you go," and now you with him. You know what I'm saying? And they said some of these people ain't caring. They don't care. They don't care. Oh, we've been looking for him. There he go. We ain't letting him get away. You standing there, that's on you. So would I be around him? No. Would I be friends with him? No. None of that. Yeah, it is feel like something missing. It don't feel the same since Hollywood been gone. I don't like Pro V, so that didn't prove me exactly. That's what I'm saying. You basing your opinion off the fact that you don't like Pro V and it's Pro V saying it. So you automatically dismissing it because the prayer is coming from someone who you don't like. That's not logical. I believe he is jealous of Rob. Rob, yes, it's looking shabby for him. That's your choice, but I'm from NC. He's a verified snitch. Yep, the proof is in the pudding. I don't like his approach or delivery, but I look at his info and check it out myself. Whether you like him or not, he I ain't seen not one thing that he put up there that wasn't the truth or a reach. It's just always been receipts. If you post, expect reviews, right? Appreciate you, Carletta. 2 year back when he was only one calling out Greg. Right. When I first when I first discovered Greg channel, now that I realized from finding out from people that he had the channel before, and he used to be sitting in his car, and that channel wasn't really successful for him. And when I realized I had already been seeing him around. I just didn't put it together. But by the time I started following the channel, I probably was only watching for a couple days before I seen Pro V. So that was me and Pro V's beginning encounters, was me defending Ghost. Like, why are you putting all this stuff up here uh about this man? And then I started to see a lot of the stuff of what he was saying was true and everything. And I'm still was a mod. I was the first mod over there on Real Writing Uncut. So I was like, man, this stuff, this is proof. This is legal paperwork here. Yeah, he did just hand them something. Yeah, he is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, he doing this stuff. So that's why I backed up and I didn't really try to attack Pro V or say nothing about Pro V. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Truth ain't for everybody, Ivy. Yeah, people don't like the truth. People would rather hear a lie than the truth. You know what I'm saying? They slip up all the time. Facts. Salute Lisa Kim Brook. How you doing? Credibility is a thing to say, period. But you just but like Jenny, you said earlier that because they was on drugs, they got no credibility. Like nothing they say can possibly be true just because they on drugs. You know what I'm saying? And you and in the same token, so you must feel like because somebody ain't on drugs, they credible. So right, so what I'm saying is credible. You know what I'm saying? Because if drugs equal zero credibility, and then you must feel like, you know what I'm saying? Or what? How you feel about him? How you feel about him? You've clearly seen the same things that I've seen on here, so you got to feel like if he got very little credibility. If he got any at all, he got very little. They've been beefing for a long time. Everybody can't be lying. Facts. Matching up ain't always true. Hicktown. That's a bump hook Hicktown. You don't think they talk? Always show love to Avi. If that's the case, why doesn't he interview folks that'll pull his card and make him show paperwork? You don't get points for threatening junkies. Yeah, he don't. Yeah, he don't. And that's what he do. That's what he do. That's why I'm bullying him on here because he bully people he feel like weaker than him. He feel like they addicts, they worthless, they nothing, and they weak. So he talked to him like that. If that was the case, he'd talk to everybody like that. We know he don't talk to everybody like that. He talked to them like that. So I'm talking to him like this. He can't bully me. They are all telling the same story, so there are most likely some truth to their story. That's what I'm saying. Everybody ain't lying, and everybody can't be telling the same exact story. I see if if VC was hanging with Todd and Crit and all these people was just hanging together in one spot with each other all the time, then it could be you got to consider the possibility that it could be conspiracy, even though it still could be the truth. You got to consider the possibility that it could be some level of conspiracy. But when VC live in the projects, and as you can see, he don't really leave from over there, and the majority of the people you ever see around there be black folks, except for Shorty Lumbee, who coming over there every now and then. You know what I'm saying? He don't really know them because you hear him talking about all the time. Oh, I met this one. Oh, I met that one. But he don't know Crystal and Todd. They don't know all them don't know each other. So these is totally separate people. They couldn't have even got together and say, "Hey, man, look, we gonna say this and this and that." Like they people don't even know each other, and they telling the exact same story. Now, the story I said when I brought up VC and Robbie, that I didn't say that. I've been know that. That's been almost a couple years. I know that. I didn't say nothing about it. And other people who I know about it behind the scenes, content creators and people that's just in the chats, they ain't said nothing about it. So that's for that to come out, and it's exactly what they said. Hmm. Do I think he capable of what they saying? I think anybody capable of making a threat. Yeah, I think he made threats, but do I think he's gonna do something? No, no, no. Pro V alleged that he threatened him too, and told him made threats to him and said he'd come to his house. And Pro V allegedly said that when he came to Greensboro, he contacted him and said, "You want to meet up and get this over with?" And he said he wasn't trying to meet up with him. I just think he used to intimidating and he think that street stuff gonna work. That don't work with everybody. It only work on scary people. You gonna run into other street people or people who ain't street people, and they ain't going. They don't care about your past or how much time you did in jail or none of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you don't get no points for intimidating and beating up on and threatening and no addicts. I do my own research. Facts. It's definitely real, but go to Pacer and see them seal records on the Feds lever. Yeah, man. Hey, I watched that man go online. I don't even got to go look for that paper. I watched him go online, type in the website, go on there, and take us right to the documents. It's still on his channel. She said she don't want for time. She don't want to know that much to search. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't search for that. If Pro V wasn't searching it, I would have never saw it. You know what I'm saying? But anytime some paperwork come out, I'ma always be skeptical and like, okay, I wonder is this official paperwork? But he alleviated any doubts I might have had when he went on there and recorded himself go on online, go and hunt it down. And he did it on, I think he did it on a short. It was a short. What do you think G case got dropped? Why do you think G case got oh, I guess you're talking to somebody else. Yeah, yeah. You got to believe the receipts. You can't listen. You know, man. You know what kind of case he would have if the government, the state of North Carolina, the U.S. government just up and put up some paperwork, and at the bottom it says case dismissed, and they got different reasons, and the one they got checked off said word for word provided assistance on other matters. Do you know they can't just do that and make up a lie and call you an informant and it's on the internet for everybody come on, you know what kind of case he would have? And then he got the legal what that means. He typed that in. What does that mean? What does that provided assistance in other matter? That's on the short too. And it says an informant provided an informant was a witness. That's what he does. It's not up for debate. Now this part of it, we ain't gonna even keep going through that because it's just some people that just I guess they like him and don't want to go against him, so they just talk like not talking with sense and logic. It's on the internet. The man, I've been saying it time and time again. You can go scroll through the man's shorts, and you'll see him at a computer, and he'll go and hunt it down and show it to everything I'm saying. I ain't gonna even keep going back to that part. I saw it. You clearly, anyone who don't, they need to see it. That man preying on her weakness, not helping him, helping his pockets. Facts, Carletta. Pro V has proved himself right over and over, and and that's what I was saying earlier, Bill Bong. It's just the truth, man. Whether you like him or not, whether he pissed you off, whether you feel like he a racist or what you may feel, that man ain't put up not nothing he said about that man and didn't have no receipts. That's why he's so mad at him and tell you better not be over there talking to him. He trying to get me put in jail. How can he get you put in jail for something you ain't doing? I'm tired of that storyline. Which storyline, Jackie? Can't handle comment, don't post. It's facts. Receiving extra credit. Yeah, he get. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go as far. This is my personal beliefs. When I spoke about downward departure, he provides assistance anyway, and he has logged time. So I think when he do crimes and stuff, they just subtract it. You know what I'm saying? I think he on that downward departure program. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say I believe he's a paid informant. I believe some of his money come from talking. I think they pay him to tell. He clearly been lying to us about how long he did in prison. The timeline don't match up. He told the one dude, the little young boy, said he been to the feds. No, well, he been saying he been to the Fed, but he was talking to one of the little young dudes he interviewed one time, and he was naming all the jails he been to, and they wasn't Fed jails. And then I heard him do it later, and he mentioned. So I think he said he was in Lewisburg. He picked a popular Fed prison, and so it's like the jails that he's saying ain't even. Either way, he ain't do no 21 years. You might have been sentenced to 21 years, but you got out early, and I think he got out early because he told. I think he'll pay. Y'all remember the dude from Paid in Full, Alpo, got out and had hundreds of thousands of dollars and started him a construction cleanup business. You know what I'm saying? I believe this dude getting paid to tell. I think he's a paid informant. That mean that's your job. But man, hey, the paper said it, bro. If you see a snake in Marcus and Pro V, how come you don't see it in Little Ghost? That's a fact. That's a fact. You can see everything wrong with them, but you don't see he don't do no wrong. You ain't finna tell me Mark is worse than him. Mark is just a freakazoid. You know what I'm saying? He just a freakazoid. That's what it is with Marcus, but he doing it out in the open. You know what I'm saying? This man he involved in so much other. At least them people safe around him. He ain't threatening them or nothing. I please see plenty of snaking. I just don't think he's a boa constrictor. I think he's a garden. No, I don't know what you mean by that. Uh, uh, You know what I'm saying? Nah. He pretty. There's a huge lack of morality involved when it comes to Gregory. He definitely don't stand for much, and he definitely low on the morality totem pole. Like I can see that he's greedy and he'll do anything for money and his benefit, and he has shown that he don't want nobody else to prosper or get nothing or have nothing or climb or nothing. No, like he just you know he all about a dollar, and he don't care how he got to get it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no morals there. It ain't no principles there or nothing. And them do be truly some of the worst people in the world. People like that is some of the worst people in the world. They don't care what's going on. Yeah, kill them African girls, rate them African girl, R word them, that work them, make them mine them diamonds, do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't care, long as it's gonna result in some profit. Them be some of the worst people in the world, right there. But yeah, he doing all this stuff. Everything we know about him come from him. Like I said. So who was said G tried to have an intimate intimate encounter with? Oh, Shay. Uh, what's the other one? They say it's confirmed. Becky Superhead, um, itty bitty daughter. Uh, What's that other one said? Well, I don't know. I ain't gonna say that one. But they keep coming out little by little. That's gonna really explode because some of it just common sense. You can see his interactions and tell, like, okay, I personally think, but that's I personally think it's been something with Amy. Like I, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But that list is gonna continue to grow. You're gonna see about that. Can't recognize what kind of snake he is. A snake is a snake, my girl. Hmm. A snake is a snake. Yep. Yeah, yeah. We you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to create separations between, oh, you lesser of a snake, so you are all right because you ain't as much of a snake. Nah, you a snake. That's it. Cut and dry. Just don't call me late to dinner. When someone shows you who they are, facts. Misunderstood for me. I don't like his yeah, misunderstood said he don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's his opinion. Like I said, I don't know him like that. But to not like it, I just don't rock with how he moved. But from my distance, seeing how he is, I wouldn't hang around him or deal with him because he looks as if he's someone that I wouldn't like. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trying to, act like I'm the baddest dude in the world, be no brute, but I be done put hands on him because he got one time to raise his voice at me or do anything to me, and that stuff I don't tolerate. I got a low tolerance, and so it'd be boop 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? In a split second. So yeah, he had to unalive me. He couldn't even be around me. He had to unalive me. He wouldn't have no choice. It'd be a major imminent threat if he did anything to me that he do to them people. Right. What hate? We just talked about the content. Right. We dislike actions, but we never hate. Too blessed for that. Right. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, man. I don't need to hate on no man. I ain't never had a hate, been a hater, had a hater mentality. I don't see that. I don't see him doing nothing that I can't do. You know what I'm saying? He act like a harmless and doesn't consider himself a big dog. He is harmful to addicts in his town and preys off their misfortune. Uh-huh. Throw total dirt on his whole name. Rip Hollywood. Rip Hollywood. Dismissal is consideration for assistance rendered in other matters. Means charges against a defendant are dropped by the prosecution as a reward or trade for the defendant's cooperation and testimony. Yeah, that's what Pro V. That's what it said when Pro V typed it in. Consideration for assistance rendered in other matters means charges against a defendant are dropped by the prosecution as a reward or trade for the defendant's cooperation and testimony. That's that. Happy Sunday, Grandma Obama. Or investigative help in a different separate case, legal meaning. Yeah. Yeah, it's on there, bro. If they did, and Gregory, you on here? If they lying on you, you got a hell of a case, my boy. And if you didn't know, then throw me something. I'm letting you know. You know what I'm saying? You need help finding an attorney, you throw me a couple dollars. If they lying on you, them people got on there that you told and cooperated, and that didn't happen, boy, you got you $1 million case right now, right this minute. It's on the internet. Pro V got it. Go over there and screenshot. Say, hey, what's this? He got this on my name. But why did it say this on the internet? they would, but they'll settle out of court with you right away. You won't even have to go through no case. Now let's see you do that. He ain't even talked about that because he can't talk about it. $50 a month for little G. Now now that's effort from a man as a dather. Next, yeah, I think he paid less than that for the little girl. What's up, trade? He ain't no real man about nothing. A snake. But we shouldn't assume what was legally speak legal what it ain't an assumption, Jenny. It say it in plain language. It ain't no, that's what I'm saying. Jenny, you tripping. It ain't no assumption. You're right. Yeah, he's verified. Yeah, she got a crush on this man. Jenny a little smitten. Yeah, she like Gregory. Credibility is a thing, or the courts wouldn't be so critical of it. Too many receipts out there. Yeah, he got receipts on everything he say about him. Oh, I did have my volume down a little bit. I should be louder now. I understand where Jen is coming from, but at what point do you believe it? If look, if she don't believe that paperwork, she ain't gonna believe nothing. That's plain as day. That's proof. That's what anybody uses to confirm that you a stool pigeon is that paperwork. And I know I'm behind, but y'all faster than me. Shannon, tell Jenny what happened here in the legal system. Greensboro didn't give a about all the mess put on live. Facts. She doesn't want to believe it. Sure, that's the sad part. Once it's too late, in all my years on Earth, I can spot a snake in 2 seconds. I'm sure they all watch Channel. They don't know each other. All right, Bill. We have been here since. They all don't watch it though. Some of them don't watch it. You gotta, like, a lot of them people won't even keep a phone or keep a phone on. Everyone that watch it seem to have a channel, as I'm starting to see. You know what I'm saying? We've been here since the beginning. Red doesn't mean that he's a rat. We don't know what the other assistant. What other assistants could? This is hilarious. What other assistants could he have been? They are the authorities. They are the government. Like I joked before, what if that we don't know what the other assistant was? Well, okay. Well, what could it have been? Was he taking out the garbage for him? Was he going on store runs for him? What assistance can you offer law enforcement? Federal like authority. What, you can't do nothing but provide information on criminal matters. You don't think anything he did for them police, no, he give them rub, would be considered a rat. See him probably caught in clear hand though. Not probably great from a legal standpoint. Okay, I'm skimming through now. I'm speeding up. It doesn't quit that crazy how much stuff on the internet. You can go give a county and see. Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. So you believe it. Look at Trey with all these mice. No Pro V fan, but that's how I found out he was not lying. It's a distraction to keep us from real discussion, just wasting time to convince Jenny. It's not about me believing anything. Yeah, man, he threatening these folks though. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, we can't get off track with that. He did some threats been made, and the threats match up with threats I heard 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? A year and some change ago. The location more than anything. The addicts are the gateway to filming the spot in question. Put your thing cap on. This man channel, like yeah, that trailer going, that's putting a foot in the situation right there. That trailer, that Hollywood being gone, that's why he hit us with this Najee ice situation the whole week, man. He's overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And then people starting to do interviews with these people, the same people he got on his channel. Put your thing cap on. Yeah, cool. Information. Okay, this said it all. Sean. Okay. I'm always behind trade. Yeah, no fun. Uh. Argues about the rat now. Something definitely off. Extra credit meant his name is being smeared beyond what he's probably actually done. And you guys already convinced that he's a mon. IFG. That's assuming. Yeah, she's in love. That's why young girl do and they know wide open. I ain't G talk sense. Oh, credit. Right. Whatever we think he bought it on himself, he's the character he wanted to be portrayed as. Yep, and that's it. And Clarissa Pearson, how you doing? That's it. That's it right there. And we can't form no opinions but what he showed. Mm-hmm. It ain't no debate, really. It's really not a debate. You debating, it ain't no debate. The proof is out there. If you don't like someone, it's okay, but it's not okay to be recruiting others to dislike them with you. Who's recruiting? Zayas. Every low down, dirty, nasty, stink, ratchet thing you could think of, he is. Period. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm arguing, but I don't feel like it's a debate because I don't feel like there is a debate. Like I'm going off of proof. You know what I'm saying, and paperwork and stuff. What video down from Saturday night? Maybe it's different from the one I saw. Think for yourself. Do your own research. Your channel, or you've been around a while. Let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Let's not accuse this man of being a total ogre and a wretch. Everyone has some good in them. Time to. I ain't never said he ain't had no good in him, but he sure don't put it on display. Even when he seemed like he trying to do something good, it's he basically uh kills it by doing something. Yeah, he tried to call the ambulance and get the girl help, but you did it after you took a video when she was going through what she was going through. She could have checked out in that time you was trying to get that video. Like even when he tried to do something good, he he just sabotage it by doing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe he gonna do something good one day. But he whatever good he got in him, he sure ain't putting it on display. You good, IV? We here because you take your time. Okay, Chris, appreciate you. Salute, salute, Haitian Reg. Yeah, she is day one over there. He won't get in trouble for his threats. See, I like I said, I hate to make this racial, but you saying if he's a rat, he won't get in trouble with his. But I just be thinking along the lines of, you know, him being a black man down in a Confederate stronghold and all this and that, and he threatening them folks. You know what I'm saying? And all this. Sometimes you can overstep your boundaries or get too big for your britches. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just got to that. That's just a reality of, you know, America for people of color. Jenny, I understand what you're saying, but you keep using this word assuming, and we keep saying we ain't nobody assuming nothing. This ain't an assumption. This is what we seeing him do. That's what you not grasping. We're seeing him do this, and we're seeing receipts. We seeing it. It ain't assumptions. You don't want to take the time to edit. Clearly, he don't need to. I don't need to get sir. Now look at yeah. Yeah, ain't nobody recruiting. I ain't seeing nobody recruit. I'm just seeing people giving their reactions, people following who they following, whoever covering it. You know what I'm saying? And I for one can't be recruited. I'm not to can't nobody like if that's the case, I'm not gullible. If that's the case, like I said, when I first came by Pro Vicha, I said, why are you on here hating on this man and da 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 da. I can't so he clearly couldn't, you know, influence me or recruit me. You know what I'm saying? I saw what I saw for myself. I'm never just going to run with what somebody say about somebody. I've never done that. The one with KD in the forefront with the copy of Crystal and Todd's phone call with Pro V, it said it violated YouTube terms. Oh, he could have struck it. He probably tried to strike it. It's gonna be back up there. It might have been some because there was some music playing. It could have been a couple things. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, Jenny. Yeah, Jenny, time tells all, and his time is telling. We don't hate ghosts. We comment on content is all. Can't handle that dude. And I done said stuff on here like, oh yeah, shout out to him for saying that. Like when he told the truth that he did just there for the money, I said salute to him for that. I'ma salute anytime he do something good or positive. But every time he seemed like the rare times we see him trying to do something positive, he'll do something dirty in the midst of trying to do some positivity. He just can't help himself. That's who he is. Think about Eastside. As soon as Eastside did the video with the other dude, Eastside ended up back in jail after doing the video with Greg. He ended up back in jail the very next day in here. Oh, I caught up. Okay. Yep. Salute to the chat. We going on 2 hours on here. The roll call gonna be too long today. Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, but man, so for anybody that still might been in here late, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to get off here in a few minutes. I'm gonna go to the 2 hour mark, but for anybody that might been in here late, old Gregory is alleged to have been making some threats. Uh, the video ain't up right now. Maybe he probably flagged it. He probably was on here listening and Pro V and went and flagged it. You know what I'm saying? That's possible. But yeah, Todd and Crystal that was hanging over at the trailer, at Dean Trailer, did an interview, and they was on the phone with Pro V, and Todd said that Greg threatened him with a firearm, and said that he told him if he find out he talking to Pro V, he gonna send some people over there, and he gonna disappear. And he said Pro V been trying to get him put in jail, and he threatened that he was gonna slap the ish out of Crystal, too, as well. Um, and also and that matches up with me hearing some things about some threats and firearms when concerning two other cast members that he interviewed some time ago, probably over a year ago, nearly 2 years. Could have been 2 years by now or nearly that. And also another content creator that I guess had interviewed someone called in to the Guilford. He recorded the call. He notified them that of what's going on with him making these threats and what he's saying and all this and that. So those of y'all that might come in that might have been in here late. Also, there's confirmation from Crystal that Dean, so Marley was telling the truth, that Dean, Mike, and KD signed contracts, uh, you know, given to them by Gregory. So yep. So that's the reason for this reaction. Pro V posted it, you know what I'm saying? And I started watching some of it last night, and I got up and watched the rest today, and this has been my reaction to that. Yeah, they signed it. Yeah, they signed it. All right, Lisa. I guess that's why he doing videos with them, you know. But Marley put that out there. Yep. She put that out there. And Marley's still locked up, I think. Right, right. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. Big IV, Big Four by the people for the people. And the C is for the Real Only channel. Double tap on the screen if you didn't do so already. Who we had in here? Prayers for Eastside. King Ray, what's going on? Appreciate that. Just subscribe, bro. I rock with your channel. Appreciate you coming through. Yep. Until next time, I have subscribed. Salute, salute, salute. We gonna try to get the Friday night lives back popping. You know what I'm saying? I want some other people to come up here. Me and Mr. Louisiana was talking about that. So he with it. Um, I'm pretty sure Dread probably stopped by if he, I guess, ain't working or whatever. But I invited some new people. Smooth Mukbang representing BK to the fullest. Representing BK to the fullest. So I told her she can come and tap in with us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking to have some new people. So I might fire up the old StreamYard. I'm looking to have some people come on it, so people come up on the panel or whatever. So if y'all don't mind coming up here and talk, as you can see, just like this, if you don't want to show your face, you don't got to show your face, or you can, you know. All right, Jenny. Household support. I enjoyed your platform. Okay, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate you coming by. Great show, RV. Thanks as all. Appreciate that, Angela. Angela, you was quiet today. I didn't know you was in the building. Don Hunt, what's up, man? Was getting bit by the mosquitoes in the bushes. Figured I might as well. Yeah, man. Not your face that matters, just the intent behind your words and action. Facts. Salute, Chris. I can dig it. I can dig it. I be in the bushes on a lot of people. It's people gonna probably think I don't be in their lives. I be around, man. I always hit the like, but I move around though. It depends on if my other people I support is live at the same time. I be in and out, but I always hit the like button. Hey, Pug, salute. What's going on? Have a great rest of your evening. Okay. All right, Susan. Yeah, hit the like on the way out if you didn't do so already. Yeah, I heard that they took the live down. He probably trying to flag it again, knowing him. But you know, but dance in the chat today. Sure glad I did. Thanks, Ivy. Thank you, Lisa. Hmm. You think he took it down, Don? Oh, Mo. Oh, okay. Shout out Mo. Mo the goat. They trying to figure out what to call this sector too. This gonna be my second sector. I got my original sector. It's a small sector though, but this right here is a lot bigger because all this is the same sector. Marcus, Ghost. So I think they said they was calling it street sector. But salute to everybody that's covering this stuff. I don't really be covering Marcus like that, but I got to start checking it out. You know what I'm saying? Again, I just got tired of feisty. Every time feisty, 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 feisty. I said I don't want to talk about feisty. But salute to all the people that's you know, giving they take on them situations. You know, Mo the Goat, Psychology Eats, Life of Grandma, Misunderstood 5, myself, Let's Talk in Cajun, Jay's 31. Who else talking they talk, you know? Uh what's your boy Yarvo? What's this man? What's this dude name? Moda the Science or whatever. Moda the Science. Short shelf life in my opinion. Oh, you came here from, okay, appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. He need to do something soon. He needs something. He need to make some adjustments. Starting a little something in Minnesota coming soon. Okay. Yeah, stay tapped in so you can keep me posted. Sharing conversation is cool with people who got something to say. Love to hear it. Right. Oh, well, we hit our 2 minute mark, everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm gonna go ahead and get up off here and continue on with my day and prepare for this week coming ahead, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Like I said, hit the like, double tap the screen on the way out if you didn't do so already. And until next time, you know what I'm saying? We out.